8 silos of sawdust caught fire at a local floor manufacturing plant early this morning, but firefighters quickly extinguished those blazes. Area schools are getting the benefits of high nutrient vegetables grown without soil at a local high-tech farm. And a new Serenity garden is being planned for stressed out college students.
Coming up in sports, we're going out to White Plains for Class 4A Area 12 softball action. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. At 5:21 this morning, the Oxford Fire Department received an alarm for a fire at Kronospan flooring plant. When they arrived at the plant near Bynum, firefighters found smoke coming from fires inside 8 of the facility's sawdust silos. Oxford Fire Chief Gary Sparks said the plant has had similar silo fires in the past, and his crews knew what to do as soon as they got there.
The fire was in those silos. Each one of those silos, there was 8 of them, have a explosion damper that is supposed to it keeps when there is a dust explosion or a dust fire, it keeps it from tearing everything up. And those work properly. They were open when we got there. And so as far as real danger, there was not a lot of danger. It's just it's so high up. We had to use a ladder truck and get up above it and spray water down each one of those. And then we had some people get up on a walkway there and spray water down in them too, and to put that fire out in those areas.
Sparks said that his crews received help from individuals at Kronospan and from the East Tioga Volunteer Fire Department. No injuries occurred, and all fire units were back in service by 7:45 this morning. Equality Farms is a new agricultural business in Anniston that takes the dirt out of farming. Instead of soil, the farm uses a hydroponic system that bathes vegetables with nutrient-rich water that makes for healthier plants and a sustainable growing environment. Samuel Sawyer and his brother started the business in Anniston last year to give local residents access to their products, which are grown using a nutrient film technique that allows them to produce lots of vegetables in a relatively small space.
You see here is vertical systems, and it's a closed system where you have a reservoir at the bottom full of water and your nutrients, and they're pumped up through the top of the system and then going down the system and recycle the water and the nutrients. So it's a really sustainable system.
The Sawyers grew up around the produce business in Anniston. Their father owned Mark's Fresh Market, which opened in 1991 and served both retail and wholesale customers throughout the region.
My brother and I had this business plan. We always wanted to work together, and finally the stars aligned. I moved back down from North Carolina and he moved over from Birmingham, and we started growing mushrooms, lettuce, and microgreens, really to bring, it's really come full circle. My dad sold produce to schools, hospitals, restaurants, and we really wanted to do that. And we focus on, we're Equality Farms, but we see ourselves as just people trying to get other people healthier and give them the access to, these clean, quality, local products.
Some of Equality's biggest customers are local school systems, who get regular supplies of locally grown fresh vegetables from the hydroponic farm. It's part of Alabama's Farm to School program, which is a collaboration between the state's Department of Agriculture and the school system.
And it incentivizes the use and, the schools buying from local farms. So, with that, we're able to service Cleveland County, Piedmont, Jacksonville, Anniston, a local product that's fresh, nutrient dense. You see how green the lettuce is compared to other lettuces you might find in a school cafeteria or that's shipped from the West Coast. The nutrients are still there. You can taste it and you can feel it, but it helps out local farmers get a good price, and it helps the kids, learn about eating clean and supporting a local food system, which also increases our food security as a state.
The Sawyers plan to hold a ribbon-cutting ceremony in a few days to mark the opening of their Anniston location. College students will soon find a campus haven to escape the pressures of higher education. We'll have details in a moment.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama has broken ground for a new Serenity garden at Jack State. It'll be an outdoor space designed to promote rest, reflection, and renewal for students, faculty, staff, and visitors. The garden is being built behind Mason Hall as a collaboration between Jack State's Department of Art and Design, Counseling Services, and Capital Planning and Facilities, with the support from the foundation. The JSU Serenity Garden will be a welcoming green space featuring the 4 core design elements central to the Sacred Places model. Visitors will enter the garden through 3 archways, follow a winding trail, arrive at a pergola with bench seating and a bronze sculpture, and will be immersed in the thoughtfully landscaped surroundings. The project also includes posts for hammocks and additional seating, encouraging community members to take time for rest and reconnection with nature. Scheduled to open before the start of the fall 2025 semester, the garden will serve not only as a place of personal restoration, but also as a venue for student-led events and mental health programming, supported by Nature Sacred's quarterly grant offerings. The Etowah County Sheriff's Office says scam phone calls are being made by individuals who are falsely claiming to be law enforcement officers. These scammers are using deceptive tactics to appear legitimate, including claiming to be deputies or investigators, sometimes using real names and phone numbers that look authentic. They claim the people they are calling have active warrants, unpaid citations, or missed court appearances. The scammers demand immediate payment or personal information over the telephone, which are tactics that law enforcement agents say they do not use. People who receive these calls should not share any personal information or make any payments. Instead, they're encouraged to hang up right away and call the Etowah County Sheriff's Office at 256-546-2825 and report that call. It's spring cleaning season, and several government agencies are finding ways to help residents. We'll have details in a moment.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Calhoun County's Free Landfill Day is this Saturday morning from 7 till noon at the county landfill, 3625 Morrisville Road. It's open to Calhoun County residents, and the dumping is free of charge. People are invited to toss out the clutter and bring items such as appliances, yard waste, carpet, scrap metal, and shingles and remodeling debris. There will be a fee for household garbage and tires. The landfill day is sponsored by Calhoun County's commissioners. If you have electronic clutter to get rid of this year, the Calhoun County Recycling Drive will have a free electronics recycling day on Thursday, May 15th, behind the County Administrative Building at 1702 Noble Street. The collection will start at 9 that morning and continue through 1 in the afternoon. Items accepted include computers, laptops, cell phones, flat-screen TVs, cables, wires, cords, and projectors, but microwaves will not be accepted. Anniston City Market is looking for more vendors to take part in the upcoming 2025 season in historic downtown Anniston. If you're a farmer, grower, producer, food artisan, or craft vendor and would like to join this certified farmers market, you're invited to apply. You can find the 2025 vendor packet included updating rules and regulations and applications under the vendor tab on the Anniston Market website. Don't fall victim to vendor event social media scams. The downtown market never asks for fees up front, and all monies are collected in person by market staff on the day of the market. Jordan Smith is standing by with the latest from the world of sports.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Need tough, comfortable workwear? Rainouts in Heflin has boots, jeans, hats, and gear built for the toughest jobs. From the farm to the pipeline, Rainouts has gear for men, women, and kids, so the whole family can tackle the toughest jobs with confidence. We've got the quality you need with the hometown service you'll love. Stop by today next to WM Grocery and gear up with great prices and a local touch. Rainouts, where hard work meets Western style.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
High school softball brought the fireworks out Monday night as Alexandria took on White Plains in a Class 4A Area 12 matchup, and this one was a slugfest. Alexandria's Brindley Sparks was on fire, going 3 for 5 at the plate, racking up 6 RBIs and 2 runs scored. She capped off her monster day with a towering grand slam in the top of the 7th inning, pushing Alexandria to a commanding 12-4 lead. Not to be outdone, White Plains' Leighton Arnold launched 2 home runs of her own, going 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs. Alexandria's bats were booming all game. They piled up 16 hits. Callie Hess had a day with a triple and a double, going 3 for 5, while Alyssa Hunt was unstoppable, going 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Presley Slayton not only drove in 2 runs with a single, but also picked up the win in the circle, striking out 9 in just 3 2/3 innings. For White Plains, Carly Otwell sent 1 deep for her solo homer, and Sarah Kate Adams had a strong night, going 3 for 5 with 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and a run. Jaylee Holt added a 2 for 4 performance with a run scored. In the end, the Valley Cubs would take the Showdown 12-8, improving to 28-7-2 on the season. Let's take a look at some of the scores from last night in other softball action. Gaston defeats the Sacs Wildcats 6-4. Horseshoe Bend picks up the win over Central Clay 16-7. Spring Garden shuts out Sandrock at home 7-0. Cherokee County also shuts out Cleburne County 7-0. Coosa Christian falls to Sylvania 9-2. Anniston picks up the win over Valley Head at home 7-4. Ohatchee falls to Lincoln on the road 8-7. Ranburne picks up the win over Weaver 6-4. And Welborn defeats Talladega 9-2. In baseball action, Westbrook Christian defeats White Plains 12-2. Cherokee County picks up the win over the Ohatchee Indians 4-2. Pleasant Valley defeats the Welborn Panthers 8-2. Munford picks up the win over the Glencoe Yellow Jackets 12-4. In other baseball action last night, Faith Christian defeats Central Coosa 8-1. Southside comes into Jacksonville on senior night and defeats the Golden Eagles 8-4. And Hoax Bluff picks up the win over Piedmont 12-11. That'll do it for sports. Let's head back over to Mike.
Thanks for watching us today. Before we let you go, we'd like to inform you about a community event taking place soon in Ranburne. A new Cleburne County animal facility is nearing completion along County Road 66, with visible progress now evident to passing motorists. The organization behind the project reports that while the main structure is up, several key components are still needed before that facility can officially open. These include concrete work at the rear of the building, the installation of a septic system designed for animal waste, kennel setup, and additional operating funds. To help meet those needs, a fundraising event is scheduled for May the 3rd at the barn at Jackson Farms. That event will feature dinner, dancing, door prizes, and a silent auction. Tickets are $50 a person and can be purchased at First Bank locations in Heflin and Ranburne and online. Organizers request that ticket preferences be specified in the notes section when ordering online. In addition, the group is seeking donations for both the silent auction and door prizes. Individuals or businesses interested in contributing can reach out to the organizers directly. You'll find us here every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.